Chambers. Are we good now? Okay, we're good now. Go ahead.
Madam Clerk, can you please take the roll call?
Furlong,
Here.
Lebrecq,
Present.
Benoit,
Here.
Ward. Absent. Wolkers,
Here.
Chair sees.
Here.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Do we, we need to have a motion to approve the agenda and the consent agenda.
I so move.
I second it. Thank you.
Was that, who seconded it?
This is Mary Furlong.
Oh, thank you.
We have no special orders, presentations, or reports.
What?
Much business.
We still need to vote on the motion to approve the agenda and consent agenda.
Oh, sorry.
So you would ask if there's any discussion?
Any discussion on approving the agenda and consent agenda? No. Madam Clerk, can you take a vote?
On approving agenda and consent agenda, Benoit,
Yes.
Wolkers,
Yes.
Lebrecq.
Yes.
Was that a yes? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit for me. Furlong,
Yes.
Chair sees.
Yes.
Madam Chair, agenda passes unanimous. There is no consent agenda.
Thank you. We have no special orders, presentations, or reports. Business. The new business that we have is the resolution that Commissioner Furlong submitted.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
sorry, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that there were no citizen comments.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. The agenda is in the packet, ma'am, for you. Did we have any online comments? Okay, there are no online comments, so there's no comments for the beginning.
Thank you. So for new business, the only business, in fact, will be whether we approve or not Resolution 2021-001 put forth by Commissioner Furlong. It reads, a resolution of the Historic Preservation Commission of the City of Seward, Alaska, in support of the City Council approving the rezoning of lots 15A and 15B, Jesse Lee Heights subdivision, addition 4, with the physical address of 101 and 105 Benson Drive, from multifamily residential R3 to Park P. I need a motion to discuss.
I'd like to discuss. This is Lebrecq.
Thank you. I need a second.
I'll second that. This is
Thank you.
Commissioner Benoit.
Okay. Commissioner Furlong, let's start with you.
Sorry, I have, I'm hoping that we approve it and I don't have any other comments.
Thank you. Commissioner Benoit.
Yeah, I just want to make a statement for the record before we vote that on December 10th, we had a meeting and we voted to send a letter of thanks to Planning and Zoning with the CC to the City Council, thanking them for their support in recommending that this be zoned to park. And that basically was something, our show of support, I guess, for zoning this to park by saying that we wanted to send this letter of thanks to them for them doing that, okay? So then at our last special meeting, we had discussion, and part of that discussion was that we didn't do our job in adequately supporting this goal to have it be zoned for a park. And so we needed to have this resolution. That was our last discussion. And I just wanted to make a statement that I disagree with that part. I think that we previously did. We voted to show support for that on December 10th. And we voted that we were going to send that letter. So I still think that that letter needs to go out because that's what we said we're going to do. We voted on it, and so it still needs to happen. I think the only reason that we're doing this resolution tonight is because we had a request from a citizen who felt strongly that we do a resolution for this. So in an effort for us to do more to help support this, we developed this resolution. So my point is, and I want to confirm this before I vote, that this resolution should not be in lieu of that letter. I think that still needs to happen because we voted, we said we would do it. But I believe what we're doing tonight is additional, something additional to show support because we had a request. Not because we didn't do our job or support it before, because we did. But this is an additional effort to respond to the public and them asking for our support. So I just wanted to, clarify my position on that, make sure, I guess, confirm that we really are still going to send this letter out. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Benoit. And before I call the next two commissioners, I just want to let you know that following this meeting, whether, and knowing whether this resolution passes or doesn't pass, already drafted a letter, and Commissioner Lebrecht has reviewed it and made some additions and changes, which are very good. So it will go tomorrow. Mr. Lebrecht? Commissioner Lebrecht?
Chair Steve, thank you for that. And the letter that I commend you on the letter that you wrote. I do come back to what I said at the last meeting, which was that I believe that the most important thing is to send out this actual letter. I believe that the letter and the resolution are actually the same thing. And at that time I felt, and I still feel, that putting that second piece on is probably not necessarily in our purvey. As Planning and Zoning has already stated, as have many citizens' comments stated, that they're in favor of this going to parkland designation. I think that we could accomplish through that beautiful letter that you wrote, which I made minor edits to, they accomplish exactly the same thing, showing support for, without having to necessarily do a resolution for something that has already been decided at a P&Z meeting. I do also want to come back to the fact that we did say on that meeting on the 10th that the letter was what we were going to do. And I totally understand your intent on that you want to show support. Maybe possibly sharing the letter with the team might do the same. But I really do feel like the letter that you wrote is good. I think it's strong. I think it really expresses our opinion and our thoughts. And I don't know that we need a resolution per se on something that P&Z is already doing. So that is my thought process. I think the letter is great. I think it's sufficient.
Thank you, Commissioner Lebrecht. Before I call on you, Commissioner Walker, I would like to make a few statements myself. So, yes, the letter is good. I disagree with believing that the letter is all we need to do in supporting the resolution. And the reason that I disagree is that there are many citizens that are in favor of this. It is historic land. You know, the Jesse Lee home was historic. We were not able to save it. It's important for our commission to formally let council know that we are so much in favor that we have drafted a resolution of support for the rezoning ourselves. And I agree with the letter. It's what you decided at the December 10th meeting, and it's what planning and zone deserves. And that's what I have to say. Commissioner Wolkers.
Yes, I'm in support of the resolution. My thoughts are that it should have been turned into a park back in the 70s. The whole grounds, the ballparks, all the surrounding land that was landscaped and still being used as ballparks, and the buildings were still salvageable and functional even. They were still playing basketball games in the gym. And the city put it up for auction. And I just happened to be the highest bidder at the time, so I am glad to see it's going to be a park, most likely. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Wolkers. Is there more to go ahead?
I'm sorry, I don't think you can see my hand, Chair Cease. Do I get a second comment?
Yes, but Commissioner Furlong, can you please identify yourself?
Yeah, this is Commissioner Furlong, and I just would like to make a point that I feel like this letter is in support of planning and zoning decision, which we all seem to be grateful for. But the resolution isn't going to planning and zoning, it's going to council. So I feel like there's two different end games here.
Thank you, Commissioner Furlong. Commissioner Benoit, do you have a comment?
Commissioner Benoit, no, I don't have any further comments beyond what I already said. Thank you.
Chair Cease?
Yes,
I
Madam Clerk?
think we need to hold on a second because it looks like Tongay's having issues. He keeps dropping in and out.
Okay. Tongi, you need to unmute.
Tanya has no issues and has captured 100% of this conversation. Unfortunately, as you know, being in a home environment, I've had to move from my office down to the living room, back up to my office, back up to whatever, due to family matters. I've heard every word.
Okay, you're good now? Okay.
Madam Clerk, can you take a vote, please?
Yes, ma'am. Vote on approval of resolution 2021-001 for the Historic Preservation Commission of the City of Seward in Alaska in support of the City Council approving the rezoning of lots 15A and 15B Jesse Lee Heights subdivision, addition 4, with the physical address of 101 and 105 Benson Drive, from multifamily residential R3 to Park P. LeBrecq?
Yes.
Wolkers?
Yes.
Furlong?
Yes,
Benoit?
Yes.
Chair Cease?
Yes.
Chair sees the motion passes. Approved.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We have no informational items or reports. Do we have any citizens, Madam Clerk?
I did not have any pre-submitted citizen comments for this meeting at the end. Do you have any online? No. There are no online ones, so there are no closing citizen comments.
Thank you. Commission and administration okay, never mind. Adjournment. Thank you all for putting your time back into another special meeting, and thank you, Madam Clerk, Karen Corrigan, and our tech guy for taking your time and putting in a longer day on Commissioner's behalf. Thank you, Commissioner Benoit, Commissioner Furlong, Commissioner Wilkers, and Commissioner LeBrecq. Happy.
Take care.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Are
Year's,
we-
everybody.
Are there any, okay, are we officially adjourned?
I adjourn this meeting at 6:17 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Goodbye.